this tutorial, you're gonna want your 2 colors. I'm using this type of yarn and a peachy color and a green for the leaf. You're gonna want a big hook. This is the only big hook I have, but feel free to use whatever you think kind of fits your yarn. And then you'll need scissors, some sort of stitch marker. I'm just using a safety pin. So first we're gonna make a magic circle. If you're not a beginner and you already know how to do this, go ahead, but I want to make this video as accessible as possible. So to make a magic circle, you're just going to take your yarn like this, wrap around 2 fingers, and then cross over at the top. And then to hold the cross, I usually put this finger over it, so you can kind of see I just have a cross here. Then I go under the first loop, and then I pull the farthest away yarn, and I just pull it out like this, and then I kind of turn my hand this way so I can start working in my circle. You just kind of have to hold this end and this end to make sure it doesn't unravel. So then I always chain 2 when working with half double crochets, which we're definitely going to be doing. So chain 2 and then half double crochet 8 into your circle. You're going to yarn over, then go into your magic circle, yarn over again, so you have 3 loops on your hook. Then you're going to yarn over again and pull through all 3 loops, and then repeat that 8 times into your magic circle. So you're going to want this end at the end, so try not to weave that in yet. Okay, so you should have 8 half double crochet stitches, and then you should have tightened your circle. So then you're going to add your stitch marker to the last stitch that you made, just so you know where your row ends. And then we're going to go ahead and half double crochet into our first stitch. So since we did 8 half double crochets, you can figure out where your first stitch is by counting back from the first stitch with your stitch marker in it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm gonna add half double crochet into here. First stitch can be the toughest one of the beginning row, but it's okay. So we're gonna add 2 stitches into each stitch all the way around. So we're gonna make 8 increases, which will give us a total of 16 stitches. And I'll meet you at the end. So for the next row, we're going to add a half double crochet into the first stitch, then into the second stitch, we're going to do an increase, and then we're going to repeat that all the way around, doing 1 half double crochet and then an increase, and I'll meet you at the end of the row. This is what mine looks like so far. For the next row, we're going to do 2 half double crochet and then an increase, then 2 half double crochet and then an increase. Repeat that all the way around, and I'll see you at the end. For the next row, we're going to do 3 half double crochet and then an increase all the way around, but you can put your bag on your hand and see how big you want the base to be. If this is how big you want it, then go ahead and skip the next row, but I'm going to add another row to make it bigger. Then I'll see if I want to add more rows after that. And you should do the same, see how big you want your peach bag to be. Okay, so I actually like the size of how big this is. And for the next row, we're just going to add 1 half double crochet in all of the stitches. Go around every single stitch, half double crochet, and I'll tell you for how many rows how to do that in the next clip. So this is what my bag looks like after 10 rows. You can kind of plop it down on the surface to see if it's tall enough for you. The way I tell if it's tall enough is I kind of scrunch the top, which is how it's going to look with a drawstring. Just kind of close the top like this, and then you can kind of see, do you like the shape of it? And I think mine is round enough as it is. You can add more rows or less rows, whatever you want to do. And I'm going to show you how to end this. So I'm just going to make a slip stitch into the next stitch to end it, and then chain 1, cut off my yarn, leave enough room to sew in the end. Pull that nice and tight so it just ends like that. And then we're going to make the leaf. For the leaf, we're going to make a slip knot with our green. So if you don't know how to make a slip knot, you're just going to wrap around your fingers, cross over like the magic circle, and then you're just gonna push that end through the loop that you made and then pull up. Sorry if that was fast. You can put the video in slower motion or rewatch it. So for the leaf, we're going to chain 1, 2, okay, I'm going to chain 10. Then we're going to make various kinds of stitches down the side of the chain and then back along the other side to make it a full leaf. So we're going to go ahead and start with a slip stitch because this one is the shortest. Then we're going to go into a single crochet. It's a little bit bigger. Then we're going to work in a half double crochet, which is even bigger. Then we're going to do another half double crochet. And then we're going to do a double crochet. And another double crochet. And then 2 half double crochet and a single crochet. So we finished one side of the leaf. Now we're going to repeat that same thing down the second side. So to get to the second side, just go ahead back into that stitch and kind of turn your work this way. It's kind of messy, but that's just how you do it. Then work a single crochet. Okay, I'm filming the rest of this on my phone. Apologies if the quality is different. Also, I can't exactly see what I'm doing, but we've got a single crochet here, so then so the next stitch is a 2 half double crochet. So yeah, just kind of feel around for where your next stitch is. It should all work out. So then another half double crochet in the next stitch. Then we have 2 double crochet. Oops. Oof, okay. Then 2 half double crochet. Then we need a single crochet. And then I'm placing a slip knot at the top stitch, but specifically in this just one loop. Yeah, because that'll make the leaf look pointier. And then chain 1, pull out, trim enough to tie a knot. Yeah. And pull that through. Now we've got our leaf. Congratulations. Set that aside. For the bag strap, we are going to make a slip knot. And then we're going to chain a lot. So I've chained 70. I'm not gonna finish it off yet because I might want to add more chains, but I'm just gonna pull out a little bit and then I'm going to start threading it through the top of my bag. And how I'm gonna do this is I'm just going to, I guess I should weave in this end first. No, I'll do that there. Okay. Yeah, I'll weave it in now actually. Just gonna shove it in there, pull it through, And then I'm gonna weave mine in on the inside side of the bag. And I'm just gonna go through these V loops across through like 5 or 6 stitches. Pull it through, and then I'll cut it off. So trim off that end, pull it kind of, and then it'll just fall into place and be nice and hidden. So to weave in this part, I'm just gonna, I guess I can just use my fingers. I was gonna use my crochet hook, but see how I put that in the top part? I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna put it in the second row. You can do whatever floats your boat. Oh, I forgot to weave in this end. So I just stuck in my green stem thing and a random stitch, doesn't matter. So to weave in this end, we're just gonna go through these loops down the side. I'm gonna do like 4. And again, another one. Yeah, I guess you don't really need your yarn needle. You could technically do this with your hands. And then kind of tug it and cut it off. This is so cute already. I'm hyped for how this is gonna turn out. Okay. So then every like 3 stitches, I'm gonna weave it back through. Also, I'm gonna pull this all the way kind of till where I might add more. And then after 3 stitches, go that way. After 3 stitches, pull it in this way. Go 3 more stitches. Pull it through. So it should be looking kind of like this. First of all, I'm gonna weave in the end here. That's the shorter one at the end of the leaf. Or is this the base of the leaf? I guess it's the base. And then I'm just gonna kind of go down the middle row. This is gonna be the back side of my leaf. Sorry, that's way too close. Okay. This part doesn't really matter as much, just as long as your end is hidden. This is where like almost all crocheters and knitters, I bet, get lazy. But try to just go under the V's. Okay, cut that off. Give it a little tug tug. And then this is the end of the leaf. So I don't know why I thought I could tie this here, because that just... Okay, so ignore that. Weave in this end as well. Cut it off. Kind of pull it through. This one's not tugging out as easily. That's okay. With the long part that I just cut off, I'm actually going to use it. And I'm going to stick it through the base of my leaf. Okay, so hold on to one of the ends, oh god. And once you get your leaf together, you got 2 ends, we're going to take one of the ends and slide it through a loop on the chain, and then we're gonna tie a knot and attach it there. Then we're gonna have to weave in those ends. Sigh. The ties are together like this. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and drawstring this closed. So I'm just gonna pull these together and it should scrunch up nice like this on the top. and you should have a leaf coming out of the side. Oh my gosh, I have so many green flurries everywhere. I need to get those off. Anyways, and then you can tell if your strap is long enough. So I'm just gonna, I think this would be long enough of a strap. Honestly, I might go shorter. Yeah, I'm gonna go shorter. So I'm just gonna undo this a bit and then try to pull the rest through. Oh no, I lost it. Oh, my leaf is the reason it can't. Okay. So instead of doing that, I'm going to, hopefully this works, cut off here and undo it just as much as I want to be undone. This might take me a while. Here, I'm gonna cut closer. So I want mine to be about this long of a handle. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut a few stitches before that. Okay. Then I'm going to undo this. Okay. So how do I attach these? I'm kind of making up this tutorial as I go along, clearly. So I'm just going to tie off this end like that, nice and tight. So I just pulled it. Oh, I guess it's still unraveling, is it? Oh shoot. Okay, so how do I, there we go. Okay, so now I can chain it as much as I want. And then this one, I should be able to cut off, pull this through, pull a knot, and then slip stitch into that first stitch to connect them, chain one, pull my yarn through, pull that tight. Then to close the bag, you can just pull like this, and that's my handle. I'm liking that. And then to open the bag, you just want to make sure that you have enough green stem that you can pull this all the way open, which it looks like I do. So what I'm gonna do now is weave in these green ends and the pink end in the middle, and then our bag will be officially done. There you go. There's your very cute peach bag. I hope you guys all enjoyed the tutorial. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments, and I will try to respond as soon as I can. Tag me in any Instagram photos. My @ is here. I would really want to see you guys' creations, versions of this, whatever. If you didn't follow exactly the tutorial, I want to see what yours looks like. You guys can totally take this tutorial and make an apple one or whatever kind of theme you want to make. Use different colors. And yeah, subscribe to my channel if you want more tutorials. Obviously, I'm amazing and I would love to teach you how to make whatever you guys request in the comments. Bye!